Okay. Hello students, good morning all of you. So in last two classes we completed the carbonic compounds preparation methods. So those preparation in Monday class we completed the preparation methods based on the first year topic is nothing but ozonolysis and the hydration of the alkynes, hydroboration, acidic catalyzed hydration, and selenium dioxide reactions, addition of the HOCl like that. And in Tuesday class we discussed some more reactions for the preparation of the carbonic compounds. Okay, those preparation methods are different from the Monday what we discussed. So next we'll start the chemical properties of the carbonyl compounds. Okay, na? Chemical properties of the carbonyl compounds. So in this case, so at the time of that means alcohols, in the preparation methods of the alcohols, we discussed it. That means carbonyl compounds are involved in a nucleophilic addition reactions. Okay, na? That means we completed nucleophilic addition reactions of the carbonyl compounds with Grignard reagent. So as a result of that, those reactions we can produce alcohols. So carbonyl compounds are involved in nucleophilic addition reaction. So you are familiar with this statement. Okay. So generally that carbonyl compound is the unsaturated compound. Okay. So by the addition of nucleophile we can get the saturated compound. That means here that unsaturated compound is converted into saturated compound. So we can say it is addition reaction. Okay. And already the class I just about 10 minutes start చేసాను ఆల్రెడీ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేశాను వీటికి జస్ట్ వీడియో మాత్రం ఏదో బ్లర్ వచ్చింది సో అందుకే మళ్ళీ రీషూట్ చేస్తున్నాను ఓకేనా సో ఆల్రెడీ తెలిసిందే కదా నేను మళ్ళీ ఇంకా రబ్ చేయలేదు నార్మల్గా చెప్పేస్తున్నాను ఓకే యూ కెన్ ఎగ్జిస్ట్ ఓకే బట్ ఆల్కహాల్స్ దగ్గర రియాక్టివిటీ మనం డిస్కస్ చేస్తాను అదే ఒకసారి మీరు చూడండి మళ్ళీ సో ఇన్ దిస్ కేస్ హియర్ దట్ కార్బనిక్ కాంపౌండ్స్ ఆర్ ఇన్వాల్వ్డ్ ఇన్ nucleophilic addition reactions. Okay, so generally here chemical properties of carbonyl compounds. Okay, so we can write the statement like here: carbonyl compounds are involved in nucleophilic addition reactions. Okay, carbonyl compounds are involved in nucleophilic addition reactions. So for suppose here there is a magnitude of the positive charge and there is a magnitude of the negative charge because of the electronegativity difference. So it is readily attacked by the nucleophile. As a result, we will get the alkoxide and followed by hydrolysis we will get the alcohol. For suppose. Okay. So in this case here, it is a nucleophilic addition reaction. So initially this reaction is initiated by the attacking of the nucleophile. That's why it is a nucleophilic addition reaction. And here the reactivity of the carbonyl compounds depends on the two factors. One is the magnitude of the positive charge and one is the size of the alkyl groups. That is nothing but electronic factor and steric factor. So with increasing size of this alkyl groups here, attacking of the nucleophile becomes very difficult because in this case here the bulky group. Okay, this reaction involves first of all attacking of the nucleophile on this carbonyl carbon. If these are the bulky groups, okay, then the alkyl groups occupy more space. Okay, then alkyl groups occupy more space. So then attacking of the nucleophile on the carbon becomes somewhat difficult. Okay, so with increasing size of the alkyl groups, reactivity decreases. That means here, for example, here hydrogen, hydrogen, methyl, hydrogen, methyl, methyl, tertiary butyl, tertiary butyl. So with increasing size here, reactivity decreases. And here, this reactivity order is also explained on the basis of the electronic factor. In this case, hydrogen, hydrogen inductive effect is neutral, and this is the methyl inductive effect. That means it is a plus I group. This plus I effect decreases the magnitude of the positive charge. If this carbon has a less magnitude of the positive charge, it is less attacked by the nucleophile. Okay. If this carbon has a more magnitude of the positive charge, it is readily attacked by the nucleophile. So then we can say that compound is a highly reactive. Now in this case here methyl and methyl. Okay, both are the electron donating groups and decrease the more magnitude of the positive charge. So it is a very less reactive than the acetaldehyde. And now we have tertiary butyl group is a bulky group as well as this is a strong plus I group. That means a strong plus I group decreases the more magnitude of the positive charge on this carbon. So it is a very less reactive, it is less attacked by the nucleophile. That's it. And now in this case, Or suppose if any substituent, any group which is attached to the carbonyl group can increase the magnitude of the positive charge, then the carbonyl compound is more reactive. Okay, so in this case here CF3 is the electron donating group, electron withdrawing group. So that electron withdrawing group increase the more magnitude of the positive charge, then it is a highly reactive compound. Here it's CH3, CF3. Here one is the donating, one is the withdrawing. Here both are the donating. Okay, so by the presence of electron withdrawing groups, reactivity increases. Now next here one more point is, so here aldehydes and ketones, aldehydes are more reactive. Okay, in aldehydes here one is the alkyl group, one is the hydrogen. In ketones both are the alkyl groups. Now in this case here acetaldehyde and benzaldehyde, between these two generally it is the aliphatic aldehyde, it is aromatic aldehyde. Aromatic aldehydes are less reactive than the aliphatic aldehydes because in this case this phenyl acting as a plus M group that donates the electron density, so that decreases the magnitude of the positive charge and this carbon. Okay, so generally here it is acting as a donating group by the resonance. It is acting as a donating group by the inductive effect. Here resonance effect is a more dominating than the inductive effect. So here there is a more decrease of the magnitude of the positive charge, so it is less attacked by the nucleophile than this. Okay, and next here stereochemistry. Okay, stereochemistry. So what is the stereochemistry in this case? As a result of the nucleophilic addition reactions, which type of stereoisomers you will get? Okay, so in this case generally this carbonyl group is a planar group because sp2 carbon. Okay, so that planar carbonyl compound attacked by the nucleophile either front side or back side. So here in this case here we will get the 50% of one compound and 50% is one compound because there is an equal chance to attack by the nucleophile. Actually it is a planar compound like this here. C double bond O, it is alkyl group, it is alkyl group. Okay, the nucleophile attacks either front side or back side. That has the equal chance to attack by the nucleophile. So as a result, we will get the two mirror images. Okay, as a result, we will get the two mirror images. So here that means here the 50% of dextrose, 50% levo. This mixture is nothing but racemic mixture, and it is optically inactive because here this optical relation is cancelled by the other optical isomer. Okay, so that is stereochemistry. That means here if these two are the different, for example here this is the alkyl groups, this is the alkyl group. If both alkyl groups are same, then we will get the only single product. Okay, because your stereochemistry is not applicable. Here nucleophile. Here both are same. Okay, only single product is formed. So that is the nucleophilic addition reactions of the carbonyl compounds. Okay, we can write this. So here you can see this one. But suppose there, that means in alcohol chapter already we completed the preparation methods of the alcohols. The first one is the nucleophilic addition of the first reaction is the nucleophilic addition reaction of Grignard reagent RMGX to the carbonyl compounds. First suppose generally I am writing this reaction. Okay, na? Already so many reactions we completed. First suppose this aldehyde on treating with methyl magnesium chloride, the CH3 minus takes on this carbon. Okay, this one O minus, here H, this one CH3. Okay, so and then this O minus is coordinated with MgCl followed by hydrolysis. Okay, for this hydrolysis generally we can take the aqueous NH4Cl. Aqueous NH4Cl. Okay, that is nothing but it's a mixture of the NH4OH and HCl. NH4OH and HCl. So of course it is a mixture of the weak base and strong acid. So that mixture has an acidic nature. So that acidic nature is enough for the protonation of this O minus. So here are OH, H and CS. It is the addition of the Grignard reagent. So generally in this case, one point we have to know in this reaction. So there is a new CC bond formation. Okay, here new CC bond. That means in this case, this RMGX is nothing but carbon nucleophile. Okay, na? This is the carbon nucleophile. Carbon nucleophile means here the negatively charged carbon. Okay, so in this Grignard reagent reactions, there is a formation of the new CC bond. And next, okay, ఇంకా డిస్కస్ చేయట్లేదు ఇంకా RMGX ఒకసారి రెఫర్ చేయండి ఆల్కహాల్స్. Next, UCC bond. Okay. So next, addition of HCN. Addition of HCN. This HCN addition you can write like this also. NaCN in the presence of acid. Okay. So here, what is the addition of the HCN? So generally, these carbonyl compounds are C double bond O, or this one I'm treating with HCN. Okay, here H plus is Cn minus. Let us consider like this here, H plus and Cn minus. So Cn minus bonding with this carbon. Here O minus, this O minus bonding with H plus. So here R, O, H, this one R, and this is Cn. Okay, this is the cyanohydrin. This is a cyanohydrin. Okay, generally we are saying that is a cyanohydrin. Okay. So here, generally this reaction also can be written like this here. RC double bond O, R, now NaCN, okay, and HCN. NaCN, HCN. In this case here, generally Na plus Cn minus. So Cn minus nucleophile attacks on this carbon. So RC O minus Na plus, and here R, this one Cn. Again, in this reaction, there is a new CC bond formation. This carbon-carbon bond is newly formed. So now here, this is protonated by HCl. This is protonated by the HCl. This O minus accept the proton from the HCl. HCl is the weaker acid, of course, that can denote the proton to the alkoxide. Actually, in this case, ROH, HCl, which is more acidic actually. HCl is the more acidic. Okay. If you consider the acidic nature of alcohol and HCN, HCN is the more acidic, and RO minus and CN minus. What is the basicity? RO minus is strong base. RO minus is a strong base. So here this strong base can accept the proton from the HCN, because HCN is a stronger acid than the alcohol. So it is readily converted to RCOH, here R, and this is Cn. And now here this Cn minus Na plus NaCN. Okay, and catalytic amount ga తీసుకుంటాం. ఎందుకు catalytic amount ga తీసుకోవాలి? Here in this case HCN is a covalent compound. HCN is a covalent compound. Na plus is a ionic compound. No? So here in this case here, negatively charged nucleophile. Negatively charged nucleophile. This nucleophile is a more reactive. This nucleophile is a more reactive. But simply గా మనకి ఎలా రిప్రజెంట్ చేస్తారు? H plus HCN మెన్షన్ చేస్తారు. అంటే HCN అంటే that is nothing but addition of the H plus and Cn minus అని అర్థం. But actually we have to take the NaCN and HCN, because HCN is a weaker acid and ఈజీగా dissociate కాలేదు. Okay, generally HCl, HBr వీటితో కంపేర్ చేస్తే HCN is a weaker acid. Of course ఆల్కహాల్ కన్నా స్ట్రాంగర్ యాసిడ్. Okay, no doubt. సో ఈ కేసు జనరల్ గా Na plus Cn minus కేసు Cn minus నెగిటివ్లీ చార్జ్డ్ కాబట్టి స్ట్రాంగ్ న్యూక్లియోఫైల్. So that strong nucleophile initiate the reaction, and then that requires protonation, that is done by the HCN. Okay, that's it. So whatever it is HCN mention చేస్తుంటారు, లేదా NaCN HCN అని ఇస్తుంటారు. Okay, that is the addition of the HCN. So here there is some application in this case. CH3C double bond OH. Okay, acetaldehyde. Acetaldehyde on reaction with HCN. Acetaldehyde on reaction with HCN. The product is CH3, here OH, HCN. Is nothing but racemic mixture, because it is a chiral carbon. The on both sides groups are different. So by attacking of the Cn minus, two chances will get, either front side or back side. Okay, so we will get the racemic mixture. Now here this compound on hydrolysis. Okay, this compound on hydrolysis. So generally you are not familiar with this reaction. Cyanides, okay, cyanides on hydrolysis will get the carboxylic acids plus ammonia. Okay, cyanides on hydrolysis will get the carboxylic acids and ammonia. Cyanides on hydrolysis will get the carboxylic acids and ammonia. Okay, cyanides on hydrolysis will get the carboxylic acids and ammonia. Okay, that's it. Now here in this case, this compound on a hydrolysis, this methyl group OH HCOOH. That's it. So in this case here, again, it is a racemic mixture. It is also racemic mixture. What is the name of this compound? The lactic acid. It is a lactic acid. That means here plus or minus lactic acid. Plus or minus lactic acid. Okay. So that is the important point. Now here, for suppose this compound on reduction with lithium aluminum hydride. Lithium aluminum hydride. With lithium aluminum hydride, this compound is converted to CH3, COH, here H, CH2NH2. Or CN group is reduced to the CH2NH2. CN group is reduced to the CH2NH2. That is the addition of the hydrogens, reduction reaction. Or suppose this reaction on treating with SnCl2, HCl, and second one followed by hydrogens. What is this reaction actually? SnCl2 HCl. Alkyl cyanides on treating with SnCl2 and HCl. There is nothing but Stephen reduction. Stephen reduction. What are the products? The CN group is converted to aldehyde. That means CH3 OH H. This is converted to simply CHO. Stephen reduction. That is. Okay. Of course, like this, there's some more applications we can discuss. Okay. So now here, this one on treating with HNO2 or NaNO2 HCl. NaNO2 HCl. What is the product in this case? Okay. So I left for the, we can complete this reaction. Okay. It is one specific reaction discussed in alcohols. Okay. So that's it. That is the addition of the HCl. Okay. Next, third reaction, that is the third nucleophilic addition reaction. Addition of sodium bisulfite. Okay. Sodium bisulfite. Okay. Na plus HSO3 minus. Okay. So generally this carbonyl compound. So directly I will start this. This is the CH3 double bond O H acetaldehyde. This one NaH SO3. Na plus HSO3 minus. So here CH3 ONA, sorry, in this case OH, this one H, here SO3 Na. Okay, it is an addition component. So here, what is the advantage of this addition compound? It is insoluble in water. Okay, it is insoluble in water. Okay, the addition compound is insoluble. Now in this case, first of all, Na plus, here NaHSO3 is converted to Na plus and this one S double bond O. OH, this one negative charge. Okay, SO3H minus. This is SO3H minus. So still sulfur has a one lone pair of electrons. Sulfur has a one lone pair of electrons. So in this case actually, in this case, oxygen and sulfur. Here that sulfur is more nucleophilic. Okay, sulfur is more nucleophilic because less electronegative. So this sulfur lone pair of electrons bonding with the carbon. There is a carbon sulfur bond formation. Okay, so then sulfur carries a positive charge. Then immediately this negative part, that means electrons on the oxygen form a bonding. So here CH3 C O minus, here H. Okay, here sulfur double bond O OH. Okay, here O minus Na plus. Okay, it's very important point. Sulfur form a bond. Now in this case, H plus transfer. It is a acidic group actually. It's a SO3H group. SO3H, sulfonic acid group. It is an acidic group. So here this acidic hydrogen transferred to O minus because it is a sulfonic group and this is the alcohol group. So generally here ROH and RS double bond OH sulfonic acid. Which is more acidic? Sulfonic acid more acidic. Now conjugate base RO minus RS double bond O minus. Which is strong conjugate base? RO minus is a strong conjugate base. Okay. So here this strong base alkoxide ion accept the proton from the stronger acid. So this H plus C is transferred to this alkoxide ion. So here as a result CH3 C S double bond O Na H. Here this one becomes a OH. Okay, that's the point actually. The nucleophilic addition reaction. Okay. So actually here this compound is insoluble in water. This compound is insoluble in water. So here with this advantage we can purify the carbonyl compounds from non-carbonyl compounds. And elegant for suppose this carbonyl compound RCOH and non-carbonyl compound for suppose alcohol is okay, alcohol. So the mixture మనం separate చేయాలి. ఎలా చేస్తాం? First sodium bisulfate add చేస్తాం. Sodium bisulfate. We will get the OH here H and SO3 Na and here ROH remains the same. ROH remains same because ROH is not attacked by the sodium bisulfate. Okay. So in this case, it is soluble in water. It is insoluble in water due to higher molecular weight. Due to higher molecular weight, your solubility decreases. It is insoluble. It is a soluble. It is a soluble. It is insoluble. And the two compounds are separate chechu. Filtration chechu kada. We can filtrate these two compounds. We can filtrate these two compounds. So here we will get the two fractions. Filtrate చేసిన తర్వాత we can get the two fractions. For example, this is a mixture on this one. That is the insoluble compound. That is, and here there is a soluble compound, nothing but alcohol. So like this here we can separate these two. Now here separate చేసిన తర్వాత మళ్ళీ ఏం చేస్తాం ఈ compound that carbonyl compound after separation this is treated by the base. Okay, that compound is treated by the base and it is a reversible reaction actually. Okay, so ఇక్కడ base తో treat చేసినప్పుడు that base remove the proton RCO minus H here SO3 Na. Okay, plus H2. Then here reformation of pi bond leaving out this group. So you'll get the RC double bond OH. Okay, so again we can get back all the heads in this case. Okay, first mixture మనం react చేస్తాం. Mixture react చేసిన తర్వాత that gives a insoluble compound and precipitate form అవుతుంది. So we can separate by the filtration. After separation, that addition compound is treated by the base alkali. So that base alkali OH minus remove the proton from the OH, so that becomes a O minus here. That form a sigma bond. That means that form a pi bond here, leaving out this group takes place. Okay. So here that is. So generally it is acting as a good leaving group. That acting as a good leaving group. Double bond ONA. And they can acting that is acting as a good leaving group. So generally here this is stabilized by the resonance. It is stabilized by the resonance. Okay, that's it. So this reaction can be addition. This reaction is nothing but addition of the sodium bisulfite can be used for the purification of the carbonyl compounds. Okay, or separation. Like separation again. Okay, these two compounds are separated. First of all, by reacting sodium bisulfite. Okay, that is the important point in this case. Okay, it's not a very stable compound. It's not a very stable compound because carbon sulfur bond is weaker bond and it is acting as a good leaving group. So in alkali metals readily converted to carbonyl compounds. So that's it. So next one more point. First write this one. Okay. So here, write down one point. There are 2 points, so you write down. By addition reaction of sodium bisulfite, by addition reaction of sodium bisulfite, we can separate or purify, we can separate or purify, we can separate or purify we can separate or purify we can separate or purify carbonyl compounds from non-carbonyl compounds, from non-carbonyl compounds, from non-carbonyl compounds. Okay, from non-carbonyl compounds. And next, only more reactive carbonyl compounds, only more reactive carbonyl compounds, that is less hindered, less hindered, HINDERED, less hindered carbonyl compounds, less hindered carbonyl compounds react with sodium bisulfite, react with sodium bisulfite, because bisulfite is a bulky nucleophile, bisulfite is a bisulfite ion is a bulky nucleophile, bisulfite ion is a bulky nucleophile. Okay, and is bulky nucleophile కాబట్టి ఈ కార్బన్ కాంపౌండ్ కి ఆన్ బోత్ సైడ్ బల్కీ గ్రూప్స్ ఉంటాయి కనుక సో అప్రోచ్ అవడం దట్ బికమ్స్ మోర్ డిఫికల్ట్. Okay, so from this based on this based on this we can separate the we can separate the mixture of some specific carbonyl compounds, mixture of some specific carbonyl compounds, mixture of some specific carbonyl compounds. Okay, next line. All aldehydes, that means all type of aldehydes and methyl ketones and methyl ketones and methyl ketones and methyl ketones, all aldehydes and methyl ketones. And methyl ketones are endukante just ketones lo in ketones one of the alkyl group must be methyl. Methyl ketones only react with sodium bisulfite, only react with sodium bisulfite, only react with sodium bisulfite. So here, which are the following compounds react with sodium bisulfite? Which are the following compounds react with sodium bisulfite? So in this case, formaldehyde can react with sodium bisulfite because smaller. All aldehydes. This acetaldehyde can react with sodium bisulfite, and this benzaldehyde can react with sodium bisulfite. Okay, this tertiary butyl aldehyde also can react with this one, and methyl ketones. C double bond O, here CH3 is a methyl ketone, and CH3 C double bond O, here ethyl, it can react with sodium bisulfite because one is the methyl group, and CH3 C double bond O, this is phenyl, can react with sodium bisulfite. For suppose on both sides phenyl and phenyl, this is a benzophenone. This is benzophenone. This benzophenone does not react to sodium bisulfite because here both phenyl groups are the bulky groups and this nucleophile is also bulky. So because of steric factors, so there is no reaction. So in this case, next tertiary butyl and double bond O, tertiary butyl. If both are the tertiary butyl groups, no reaction. For suppose CH3 isopropyl group, C double bond O, CH3 and CS isopropyl group, no reaction. Okay, because bulky groups, just only methyl ketones are only methyl ketones. That means here, for suppose CH3 C double bond O, CH3 twice, it can react because here methyl smaller group and isopropyl larger group. Okay, one is the smaller one, so that can be attacked by the sodium bisulfite. Okay, so here, so yeah, one more question: which are the following mixture of carbonyl compounds can be separated by reacting with sodium bisulfite? Okay, sodium bisulfite. And वो compound react होता है, वो compound react करता है. That means here for suppose ये aldehyde and acetone, B acetone and benzophenone, C benzaldehyde and formaldehyde, D tertiary butyl plus this one CH3C double bond O is the ethyl. Now, so four mixtures are given. So here by the reaction sodium bisulfite, which mixture can be separated? Because in this case, among the between the two compounds here, one compound react with sodium bisulfite. One compound react with sodium bisulfite. Other compound must not react with sodium bisulfite, because here that one compound by react with sodium bisulfite converted into insoluble precipitate, and other one is a soluble compound. So we can separate. Okay. In this case, it can form a insoluble compound. It can form a insoluble compound. So we cannot separate. And either react with either react. Here acetone and benzophenone. Here benzophenone does not react with sodium bisulfite. Either react with it. That means this one form an insoluble precipitate. This one does not form the insoluble precipitate. So here there is a difference in the reaction. So we can separate these two. So B. And next here benzaldehyde and formaldehyde. Both can react with sodium bisulfite. Both can form the insoluble precipitate. So now in this case, this one is the phenyl and this is the tertiary butyl and methyl ethyl. All methyl ketones can react with sodium bisulfite. This one can react and this one no reaction. So we can separate this mixture also. Okay, what react or what react. So that is about the sodium bisulfite reaction. Okay, so in this case there is a carbon sulfur bond formation. That is the important point. Okay, so next fourth one. Addition of water. Addition of water. Okay. That means here H plus and OH minus. So actually here alkenes are also react with water. Alkenes also react with water. Or suppose C double bond C and reacts with water. What is the product here? Alcohol. Here H, here OH. Alcohol is the product. Okay. So in this case, addition of water to the carbonyl compounds. Addition of water to the carbonyl compound. C double bond O. Water addition H plus and OH minus. H plus and OH minus. So H plus is added to the oxygen OH and OH minus added to the carbon. So in this case here there is a carbon oxygen bond formation. Okay, oxygen nucleophile in this case. H plus and OH minus. This reaction is, takes place in acid medium. This reaction takes place in acid. Okay, by addition of the water, we will get the which compound it is. This is jumdiol. That is a jumdiol. So generally we are saying gem diol is unstable. Okay. So gem diol is unstable. So why we are discussing this addition reaction? Why somewhat maybe foolish. But here this reaction must be applied for the only highly reactive compounds. Okay. If this carbonic compound is less reactive, this gem diol is unstable. For suppose CH3 C double bond O, CH3, this one addition of water. So here OH, this one OH, and this is unstable compound. So here is the equilibrium reaction. The equilibrium reaction. Okay. So here KB, CH3 thrice concentration of this one and concentration of this acetone, for suppose. Okay. So generally here, if this compound is a more reactive, then rate of forward reaction increases, KB increases. Okay. If carbonyl compound is more reactive, carbonyl compound is more reactive, then rate of forward reaction increases and KB increases. Equilibrium constant KB increases. Okay. Na? So generally unstable compound. So now here, for suppose this formaldehyde on addition of water, H3O plus, H here, OH, this one H, and this is, and next I am taking this is acetaldehyde. Acetaldehyde on addition with water, again gem diol, CH3 OH H, here OH. Now CH3 double bond O, CH3 H3O plus, CH3 twice COH, here OH. Okay, gem diol. Here equilibrium constant K1, your equilibrium constant K2, your equilibrium constant K3. Then what is the relation between K1, K2, K3? Okay. So K1, K2, that means those are the equilibrium constant. So equilibrium constant value increases with the increasing reactivity of the carbonyl compound. If it is a carbonyl compound is highly reactive, then concentration of product increases. It means rate of forward reaction increases. If rate of forward reaction increases, then KB increases. With increasing rate of forward reaction, concentration of the product increases. Okay. So here based on this order, K1 greater than, K2 greater than, K3, because which is more reactive? This formaldehyde is more reactive because this carbon has more magnitude of the positive charge. This is the methyl donating group. This methyl is the donating group. This carbon has a very less magnitude of the positive charge. That means decreases. Then two are the methyl groups. Two methyl groups decrease the magnitude of the positive charge, so it is less attacked by the nucleophile. Okay? So that's important point. For example, which are the following? Gem diol generally దీన్ని ఏమంటామంటే మనం హైడ్రేట్ అంటాం. హైడ్రేట్ కదా, వాటర్ యాడ్ చేస్తే ఫామ్ అయ్యే కాంపౌండ్ హైడ్రేట్. Which of the following compound has higher Kb equilibrium constant value in hydrate formation? In hydrate formation, A. Hydrate formation, A. This one is the NO. B. CH3. C. D. And this is ketone. Now which one is the higher Kb value? That means here we have to find out the which is the more reactive, which is readily attacked by the nucleophile. This NO is the electron withdrawing group, that increase the more magnitude of the positive charge. NO is the electron withdrawing group, that increase the more magnitude of the positive charge. So it is a more reactive compound. This one is the higher Kb value in the hydrate formation. This gem diol hydrate అంటాం కదా, వాటర్ యాడ్ చేస్తే ఫామ్ అయ్యే కాంపౌండ్ హైడ్రేట్. Okay, that's it. Okay, write down this one. Okay, so now here, okay, so carbonyl compounds form unstable hydrate. That means they are less reactive with water, less reactive with water. But some specific compounds form stable hydrate. Okay, write a statement. Some carbonyl compounds form stable hydrates. Stable hydrates. ఏ కాంపౌండ్స్ ఫామ్ చేస్తాయి? హైలీ రియాక్టివ్ కాంపౌండ్స్ ఫామ్ చేస్తాయి. అంటే చూడండి, ఇట్ ఈస్ ఎ క్లోరాల్. CCl3CHO, ఇట్ ఈస్ ఎ క్లోరాల్. CCl3CHO is the chloral. CCl3CHO is the chloral. CCl3CHO is the chloral. Okay, it's an important compound. It can form the stable hydrate. ఎందుకు స్టేబుల్ హైడ్రేట్ ఫామ్ చేస్తుందంటే యాక్చువల్గా ఇట్ ఇస్ ఎ పార్షియల్ నెగటివ్. దట్ ఈస్ ఎలక్ట్రాన్ withdrawing group. This is also electron withdrawing. Chlorine also electron withdrawing group. In this case, this one has a more positive charge. Already there is a positive charge on this carbon. సో ఈ పాజిటివ్ ఏమవుతుంది? రెపల్ అవుతాయి. సో ఆ రిపల్సన్స్ ని డిక్రీజ్ చేసుకోవడం కోసం అది స్టేబుల్ హైడ్రేట్ ఫామ్ చేస్తుంది. ఈ కేసులో ఏమైతుంది యాక్చువల్గా లెస్ మ్యాగ్నిట్యూడ్ ఆఫ్ ది పాజిటివ్ చార్జ్. ఓకే, లెస్ మ్యాగ్నిట్యూడ్ ఆఫ్ ది పాజిటివ్ చార్జ్. ఇక్కడ ఇంకో పాయింట్ మీరు అబ్జర్వ్ చేయాల్సింది ఏంటంటే, ఈ కార్బన్ గ్రూప్ ఉంది, ఇక్కడ 2 OH గ్రూప్స్ అటాచ్ అయ్యాయి. ఓకే, అక్కడ మీకు కనిపిస్తుందో లేదో, ఇక్కడ కార్బన్ గ్రూప్ C డబుల్ బాండ్. ఈ వీకర్ పై బాండ్ కాబట్టి ఇట్ ఈస్ మోర్ పోలార్. వీకర్ బాండ్ కాబట్టి ఈజీగా పై ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ ఆక్సిజన్ ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ అయిపోతుంది. బట్ ఇన్ దిస్ కేస్ బోత్ ఆర్ ది సిగ్మా బాండ్స్. Okay, both are the sigma bonds. Sigma bonds are the stronger than the pi bond. So it is a less polarization. Of course, two oxygens ఉన్నాయి, but pi bond is a very weaker bond. So these pi electrons are effectively transferred to the oxygen. Then, as a result, we have the more charge separation, more positive, more negative. So more positive repel each other. Here less positive, more positive, less repulsions. That's why it is a stable compound. And this one partial negative and this one partial positive. So it is like hydrogen bonding. It is stable. Then chlorine form cheyadale gaani just interactions. Okay, positive negative interactions. And similarly CF3 also. It's a more positive and here more positive repel each other. Here positive, here less positive. Okay na? Meeku ardhamayinda point ikkada. C double bond is a more polar than the two carbon oxygen sigma bonds. Because both are the sigma bonds. Okay, it's not a more polar, but in this case one is the pi bond, one is the sigma bond. Pi bond is a weaker bond, so the pi bonding electrons are effectively transferred to the oxygen. So there is a more charge separation. The more negative on the oxygen, more positive on the carbon. Okay, so the speed ki cheptunanu endukante konచెం length ఎక్కువ అయిపోతుంది వీడియో అని. So next here CF3, that means here more positive, here repulsions, highly repulsions, and both side here positive charged groups ఉన్నాయి కదా, more repel అవుతాయి. So ఈజీగా స్టేబుల్ కాంపౌండ్ ఫామ్ చేస్తుంది. అండ్ సిమిలర్లీ దిస్ వన్ పాజిటివ్, మోర్ రిపల్సెస్. ఈ కేసులో ఏది అటాక్ అవుతుందంటే ఈ గ్రూప్ అటాక్ అవుతుంది. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఈ గ్రూప్ రియాక్ట్ అయితే కనుక స్టిల్ దెర్ ఇస్ ఎ పాజిటివ్ రిపల్సెస్ ఆన్ అడ్జస్టెంట్ ఈచ్ అదర్. ఇప్పుడు ఈ గ్రూప్ రియాక్ట్ అయితే ఇఫ్ దిస్ C double bond group is reacted by the water, so this positive that means here becomes a more distance between these two groups. Okay, less repulsons. So middle group react అవుతుంది. The important point. And this compound is nimnahydrin is also 1, 2, 3 triketone. So this is a 1, 2, 3. This is the more reactive. And then positive. Okay. So this carbon group is attached to the 2 electron withdrawing groups. Ala kuda cheppochu. Is a positive. This one experiences more positive repulsions. So now it is attacked by the water. And finally, this compound is stabilized by the hydrogen bond, intramolecular hydrogen bond. This hydrate is stabilized by the intramolecular hydrogen bond. Important point that is. Okay, this hydrate is stabilized by the intramolecular hydrogen bonding. This one also stabilized by the intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Now in this case, cyclopropanone, cyclobutanone, these compounds also form very stable hydrates. These compounds also form stable hydrates. ఇది ఎలా ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తామండి? Based on the strain. For example here, this carbon, Internal angle 60, yeah? Internal angle 60. But this carbon is sp2. So bond generally bond angle is for the sp2 carbon 120. So difference ఎంత మనకి 60 degrees difference ఉంది. Okay na? sp2 carbon must attain the 120 degrees, but internal angle ఎంత 60. So in this case, this is the sp3 carbon. sp3 carbon 109 degrees 28 minutes. So here 60 minus 109 degrees 28 minutes. Okay na? So in this case less difference. Okay, here 60 degrees difference ఉంది. Here in this case 60 means here 50. Sorry, 49 difference. Okay, 49. 11 difference ఉంది కదా. So 49 degrees difference. And less angle difference. So it's stable. More angle difference, more unstable. Okay, so 3-member ring is unstable in చెప్తాను generally. Okay, that is the point actually. It is a more angle difference, a less angle difference. So it is a stable compared to this. And next here in this case, internal angle 90. And here sp2 carbon kada enta angle 120. So difference enta idi 30. Okay na? 120 minus 90 equals to 30 degrees difference. 120 minus 90, 30 degrees difference. Okay, because sp2 carbon 120, internal angle 90. Okay, 30. Now in this case 109 degrees 28 minutes and 90. So in this case what is the difference here? 19 degrees. Well, there is a less angle separation. That means there is a less angle difference. Okay, less angle difference, so more stable compound. Here more angle difference, less stable. So that's why cyclopropanone, cyclobutanone also form a stable hydrate. Then what about cyclopentanone and cyclohexanone? Okay na? Which one form a stable hydrate? Are these compounds form a stable hydrates? Okay, if yes, which compound form a stable hydrate? If yes, why? Okay na? So that is the today class. Okay, that's it.